For the love of money. Okay, well, that's an old Bone Thugs and Harmony song, but color of law, and then kind of like what is legal versus lawful. Okay, some people have never heard these things. What is legal may not sometimes be lawful, and what's lawful may not sometimes be legal. In other words, it's their way of legalese and splitting hairs. Legal is like the Constitution. It's legal, standing. Lawful will be like statutes, okay, quasi law, things that it's not really legal, but because you're in a nation as a U.S. 14th Amendment citizen, a slave, you're a slave, Neo. Uh, you have to do those things because the part of you that embraces the U.S. 14th side, that part of their jurisdiction that you're in, because of the nation, because of these things, these benefits and privileges, your social security cards, your birth certificates, all them things that your parents applied for that you continue to use. You used your social security to get a bank account, all this other stuff. It brought you into their world and made these things lawful, which literally, it's awful. You have to take part in because you have agreed to be their subject, their citizen, and so it's lawful. But some of the things that they do in that nation, to some of you guys as U.S. citizens, is not legal, and that's why the Supreme Court will overturn those things. But you have to get there, and the problem with the Supreme Court, last I heard, and I'm not sure where this exactly is. I know years ago it was a little bit cheaper, but if you want to take something to them because they are the supreme law of the land, it's like between $10,000 to $20,000 to take these people to court up in those levels. Now, there's other things you can apply for and do, between there and whatever else. But that's why most likely when you get into some kind of bullshit or trouble, they want you to take a plea deal because they don't want you to even go before your peers, because your peers can at least judge you, and that's more so real law and lawful than what they're trying to do to you. What they're trying to do for you is lawful, but being in front of your peers is legal, so they can pass legal judgment. But people get afraid, oh, they're going to just find me guilty. It's better that you have to take a chance and roll the dice on that with people probably in your area than just what they're going to give you. But then people go, oh, well, at least if I take the plea, they kind of went easy on me. Whereas these people might let you off because they get it. They go, well, hey, I can totally see that being me, and so I don't think you should have to do time or you should have to pay that ticket or whatever else. They don't want you to take things that far. They want you to be scared sheep and just go through being a good little Toby, 14th Amendment. And if that's what you want to do, hey, that's fine. I mean, before I knew anything about all this, that's what I did because it was easier. I was like, it's going to take time, it's going to take money. They have to get the people. And I don't know if it's going to say, at least this, I kind of know what's coming. To each their own. You have to choose your own path. But keep in mind that the more sheep that take that hot ass iron on the butt meat, take that deal, that plea, you're admitting your guilt, and you may not necessarily be guilty. Okay? And it's easier for them. They don't like the sheep that turns around and bucks them, boom, knocks them down, and runs out into the field and pasture. But just like sheep, they need to be groomed and shaved and maintained. So for some of you guys, it might be just the easier thing just to go ahead and do that. I'm not putting you down. I'm just saying that's some things do need maintenance. Okay, some people need maintenance. Some people need that rigid structure. They need, and some people want to pick and choose. So it just depends on what you want to really do. So if you look up by definition the color of law, just straight up Google it. Google color of law. It'll give you a full, better definition than I ever could. I'm bringing this to you so that you know that's something you should do. And then look up what is the difference between legal and lawful. And it'll tell you it's something that gives the appearance of being legal, but it's awful for you to have to go through. And that's what a lot of people are going through. It's the color of law, which means it looks like it's legal, it looks like it's law, and it ain't. But don't take my word for it. Look it up. And once you do, you're going to be pissed off because you're going to find out a whole lot of things you've been dealing with. You didn't have to. But that also ties into the whole straw man and you being a 14th Amendment U.S. citizen, non-living entity. taking responsibility for your straw man. But hey, I've had people ask about this information and not do a thing about it just because they wanted to know, so they feel empowered. And that's good too, because at least now you know that the game is afoot. The game is afoot, Dr. Watson. All right, so at least you know that. A lot of people don't know it. What you do with it is up to you. I mean, I didn't live this way my entire life. It wasn't like I was born and I was like, I'm a U.S. national, run butt naked as a baby down the hallway. I don't want a birth certificate, which that would be funny as hell. But I came across this information. I was privy to it by, it's kind of a long story, but let's just say, I'll use the name High Roller. I was privy to it by a high roller and other people in the GOV and other things that took an interest in me at a very young age because of my intelligence and IQ level. They gave me a lot of this, which I did nothing with because I didn't know what to do with it, which is kind of like some of you people, like you have this information, but you don't know where to take it. You don't know what to do with it. So in that, I'm leaving breadcrumbs for you guys to follow this trail into learning, into doing your own research. It's just my job. I'm not here to make you guys all, I guess, perfect masters at this, but just have a piece and just keep following those pieces, and then you will eventually come to a point where you're like, I know it. I know what that is. I know what that is. And then you're going to find yourself going out and telling your friends and family, mention my channel. Don't forget to hit that bell, like, and subscribe. They're going to be like, what? That's crazy. Here's my advice for that. Don't get them interested, but don't try to force people who don't have a natural interest in it. They have to find it when they're ready and when they want to. You try to do anything before that, all you're going to do is you're going to be peeing in the wind. And you know what happens when you piss in the wind? It comes all right back at you. All right? People have to find this information and want to do it when they're ready. And until then, you give them the information, let them make up their own decisions, and you do what you need to do. So that's about it, guys. Check out the offers down below. Take care of yourselves. Stay COVID-free. Stay wise. And I'll talk to you later. I think I got like 1 or 2 more videos, and then you guys are going to get blown up with notifications because I'm dumping a lot of videos. So, which I apologize for all the bling blings that are going to be happening soon. So, but that's about it, guys. Take care. I appreciate you. Talk to you later. Enjoy the weather.